Welcome back to Freedom Finance with Lanny. Today we're going to take a deep dive into how I'm investing in 2023. We're going to focus really on three main investments that I'm doing in 2023. We'll talk about the investing goals and my action plans to achieve those investing goals this year. The video is simple and easy to understand, but I really wanted to show you exactly what I'm doing and what I'm committing to in 2023 and show you the actual action steps that it takes in order to achieve these goals. First, I need to start by how exactly am I able to invest? As you'll see, as much as I'm able to invest, year after year, especially for what I'm trying to do in 2023. In short, and very simple, my wife and I, we both are committed to achieving at least financial independence, which is that crossover point when your other income streams, dividend income, other passive income streams, cross over the point with your expenses. So we're both committed to that. So we both have, together as a family, a very high savings rate, between 50 to 70% plus, on most months. So that allows us to invest as much as we are able to because we have that overall goal in mind of achieving that financial freedom. One big example is as you think of the three big expenses, usually housing, transportation and food and as everybody's normal monthly expense, we were able to really tame that first, usually largest expense, and that's housing. How exactly were we able to tame that housing expense in order to have a very high savings rate? I was lucky, good timing, and very fortunate to buy a house shortly after the financial crisis in 2011. And it's a smaller house, around/under 1,400 square feet. I was able to buy it at a very low price, and then even refinancing that mortgage in 2020 during the global pandemic when, as we all know, rates at that time in the housing industry and the mortgage industry were at rock bottom lows. So refinance then to save even more money on the normal housing cost. So when you take all of that into consideration, smaller house, lower utilities and upkeep, as well as a low, mortgage, principal and interest payment, that allows us to really exponentially save that much more. So as you start listening to this video, just keep that in mind that we were able to control the biggest expense that most people have in order to save. So definitely look at your monthly income and expense. Look at those expenses and ask yourself, what can you do? Is it moving? Is it lowering utilities? Is it shopping somewhere else for food? Just really see what you can do there because you can use that extra savings in order to invest more. All right, now for the three main investing goals and how I'm investing in 2023. Well, the goals, we look at dividend income. We look at how much dividend income do we want to add. Secondly, and we'll be investing then in dividend stocks and ETFs. Secondly, is going to be crowdfunding real estate. And most everybody knows that I love Fundrise. I think I have another video showing my Fundrise portfolio. So we are going to continue investing in Fundrise as well as to hit a certain income goal with Fundrise. Third is going to be other/alternative investments. We'll dive into that on what I'm investing into that space, how much, and what is the goal for the year. So that first goal, dividend income. So my wife and I, we decided back in December of 2022 that for 2023, we need to set this dividend income goal. We wanted to add in 2022 $5,000 in forward income in our taxable account. Now we didn't quite hit it. We felt a little bit short. It happens. You reach for the stars and you hopefully land somewhere, still higher than what you normally would. We ended up adding around just over $4,300 in forward taxable income in 1 year alone in 2022. A lot of that though was from dividend reinvestment and dividend growth. So 2023 is no different. We're going to continue to invest into dividend stocks and exchange traded funds or ETFs in our taxable brokerage accounts. And we want to add a certain dollar amount for dividend income this year in 2023. So the big investing goal is going to be to add $6,000 in forward taxable income. Figure we set it at $5,000 last year, try to go harder this year. And yeah, that's a hard goal. When you do the simple math of trying to achieve $6,000 in forward income that you add to your already current income total, $6,000 at a rough average of 3% is very high. When you do the math, that's essentially investing around $200,000. Now, we definitely aren't, that lucky to have $200,000 extra in 2023 to invest. But what we do have is a powerful dividend investing portfolio that's already going to grow a lot by just dividend growth alone, which is when the company increases their dividend every year. Dividend reinvestment. So we're not currently using that income. We are reinvesting automatically through dividend reinvestment or DRIP. So the combination of that is going to increase our dividend income by a few $1,000s alone this year. And then we'll have to make up the difference by consistently investing. So how exactly are we investing? What are we investing into in 2023 in the dividend investing space? Well, pretty easy. And a lot of people that follow me on Twitter and other channels know I'm doing at least a few $100s a week into Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF, VYM. My wife is doing 2 shares per week at least of VYM also. So I'm doing 250. She's doing 2 shares per week. So that's a lot right there. In addition, I'm buying the S&P 500 ETF from Vanguard's VOO, $60 per day, every single day. So that's already committing $300 a week. And just recently, I increased the amount that I'm investing into Vanguard's Dividend Appreciation ETF, or VIG. I'm doing $40 a day, every single day, or $200 a week. So in just my automatic investment account, 200 with VIG, 300 with VOO, that's 500 plus 250 in a VYM, that's 750 a week automatically going to ETFs. Then in my wife's account, it's usually around $220, give or take, the price of VYM each week that she's doing. So almost $1,000 a week is going into ETFs between my wife and I. What else are we investing into? Obviously, we're looking constantly at undervalued dividend stocks, such as Johnson & Johnson. I'm a big fan of this year, big fan of United Parcel Services, ticker symbol is UPS, the big brown truck. Those that follow me know that I've been buying a lot of their shares. Definitely looking into more Elevance Health, ticker symbol is ELV, formerly Anthem. Very high dividend growth rate stock, low dividend yield, but their revenue and performance metrics are very solid. And then obviously any other stock that really starts to show some undervaluation, such as Tyson Foods, ticker symbols TSN, Medtronic, another dividend aristocrat stock, MDT. So we're really focused on probably 5 to 7 individual stocks, and we're looking to bolster those positions at the right prices. So that covers it really for dividend investing, the goal and the action plan, and what we're investing into. Another investment topic, another investing goal, and the second item here is the crowdfunding real estate. I know you've probably seen many videos about it. There's other platforms as well to do it on, but for the last 4 years, I've been actually investing with Fundrise. It's the crowdfunding real estate platform that you can do online, invest automatically, and the income comes in passively. Similarly, we're going to have a 2-pronged way of how we're investing into Fundrise this year. We upped our monthly contribution to $250 per month between my wife and I to invest into Fundrise. That's up from $200 a month that we were really doing in 2022. But we also want to hit a certain income goal from Fundrise of $1,250 by the end of the year in projected forward income. So we're roughly going to be around, $22,500 to $25,000 by the end of 2023 of investments into Fundrise's crowdfunding real estate platform. The reason why I really like the platform is it doesn't track the real estate investment trust index on the equity market. You could look at the last 4 years that I've been investing with Fundrise, and every year it is completely different than what the stock market is doing in the real estate industry. And that was the whole point really that I loved about Fundrise, not just the transparency and the ease of use, but that it doesn't track what my portfolio and a lot of where my net worth or my pie is currently settled at, which is the stock market. So I wanted something that doesn't track with the stock market, and Fundrise really hits it on the head. So $250 per month, it almost gets us there. So we're gonna have to find ways to save money, maybe side hustle a little bit, to come up with more capital, such as selling things on eBay and Mercari and Facebook. and probably try to, invest more dollars into Fundrise in order to hit that income goal, as well as to stick with our investment strategy into Fundrise. The third thing that I'm investing into, or the third investment that I am doing this year in 2023, it's more of your unique alternative solution, and that's the sweater fund, or the venture capital backed sweater fund investing. It's another way for non-accredited investors to invest into something that normal VCs invest into, or private equity invest into. So we've been doing $50 per month into sweater. I can show you some links in the description to some videos about sweater. I've been doing $50 a month since really last year, and we're continuing to do that, so about $600 this year. And again, it's just a unique alternative investment. We had an opportunity to invest in sweater, the company themselves. We're considering doing that, and we'll have to put out another video in case we do embark on that journey. But not just sweater, their investment portfolio that we're investing into, but when Fundrise, as another unique alternative investment, comes around with possibly another way to invest directly into Fundrise, the company, not necessarily the real estate investments on Fundrise, we'll probably take that into consideration, as well, as we've done that every year since we've started with Fundrise, was buying shares within the company of Fundrise itself. So really it's sweater, $50 a month as the third, and Fundrise, the company itself, as that alternative asset solution. And overall, that's really less than 1% of our overall net worth. Probably going to keep it around that. Definitely less than 5%. We'll keep it around that for the net worth whole pie of our investments. But again, we're going to continue to add every single month into those investments. So again, in short, we're going to be investing into dividend stocks and ETFs. We're going to try to hit that 6,000, behemoth of a dividend ad goal. Again, very hard, not easy to do, not for the lighthearted, that's for certain. You got to look up the Mount Everest of dividend income and just start your climb. Or just like at, WrestleMania 10 with Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon ladder match, you got to start somewhere, and why not just set it at the very top of that ladder and start climbing. Second investment that we're doing in 2023, again, is going to be the Fundrise, consistently adding automatically $250 a month into the Fundrise crowdfunding real estate platform, then finding extra ways to add more in order to hit the income goal we want from Fundrise. And then third, like I said, the alternative investments into the sweater, VC fund that they have, $50 per month, plus investing into Fundrise, the company itself, if an opportunity arises again. Let me know in the comments what you're investing into in 2023. That's what I'm doing. Obviously not professional advice. Definitely do your own research, but I'll be curious on what you think of my strategies and what I'm investing into in 2023 and what you're investing in 2023. Appreciate the stop. Definitely like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This was Laney from Freedom Finance. Talk to you on the next one.